Good morning everybody and welcome back to a brand new video today. It's been a very good weekend, very happy weekend as well. Back to work today, back to reality, and this video is honestly so early in the morning. It's 5:54 in the morning and I'm absolutely knackered. So as you can tell by the title, Leeds United beat Wolverhampton Wanderers 2-1, and my prediction for this scoreline was correct. I did say that on my previous video that Leeds United will win 2-1, and my prediction was right. I did get a couple of others right during the week as well, so I should have put a bet on. I would have earned some money. But my schedule for this channel is pretty much, since I am a new dad now, and since I'm not fully with my partner at the moment, it's complicated. The only days I'm going to be able to film really is a Monday, Tuesday and a Thursday, so I will try do videos then, and then obviously maybe on like a Sunday or whatever I might upload maybe 5 short videos, because you guys smashed the views on that. Like the biggest one was around about 3,000 views, so thank you so much for that. So I've got my notes here. Just sit back and we're going to be talking and going over the game at Ellen Road and how fantastic that result was. So obviously Leeds United won 2-1 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. The formation I think was a 4-2-3-1, and I wonder if that is going to be a preferred formation this season. I know Jason Marsh is usually doing a 4-2-2 or a 4-2-2 if you want to call it that. But recently, especially over pre-season as well, we have been playing a 4-2-3-1, a narrow system, and that was the same as Wolves as well. They set up a 4-2-3-1 formation this weekend as well. So that must be a different system that they're trying out, because usually they play a 3 at the back, which obviously I said in my last video can transform into a 5 at the back. So and talking about like the starting 11, like, did you think for the first game of the season it was the right choice? So there was Meslier, Christensen, Koch, Llorente, Struijk at left back, Rocker and Adams, Aronson, Rodrigo, Harrison and Bamford. Like, to me, I feel like that's one of our strongest formations squads we've had since we've had like pretty much full squad. Like, there is a few injuries still there, excuse me, but I feel very positive the fact that we had pretty much all of our players back from injury again. There is obviously Firpo still out. There is there's a couple, I can't remember who it is, but I know there's a couple more people out, like Forshaw, Dallas, Ayling. They're all supposed to be coming back soon, so that'd be good for the bench as well. And personally, I can't really fault anything in that game from what I saw. There was maybe a couple of occasions, especially for Wolverhampton's first goal, where Christensen just got out muscled so easy. I think it was by Neto, I think it was Neto. But overall, I think the performance was highly impressive, because the way we pressed the game and the way Wolves set up as well, like they was very, very aggressive on the attack, like especially when it came to like the 60th, 70th minute, down that left hand side where Struijk was, they was properly overloading that side, and they was constantly attacking down that side. And I was very nervous. Like I was saying to my dad, that I could feel like a Wolves goal coming. But Leeds United defended very well in that game. They kept the shape well. They kept the composure very well. And Meslier, Jesus Christ, I think as much as I would say Aronson was the man of the match, I feel like Meslier with his saves, like that was such an impressive, like the whole squad played very well, but I feel like Meslier, I think he was the man of the match. But the fans again, they was absolutely incredible. especially when we went 1-0 down. they never really judged the players. They got behind the players. As you know, Leeds fans are always the same, but they can be very harsh at the same time towards their own players. But today, on Saturday, when Leeds went 1-0 down, they were very encouraging. They was loud. They were supportive. They was getting behind the players, and that's what I like to see. It's like I like to see our fans encouraging our players and motivating our players and just making the Ellen Road scene just bouncing again, you know? Instead of being so negative all the time. I understand it's frustrating when you see your team lose, or it's frustrating when you see your team playing crap. But when you go 1-0 down, the players need that encouragement. They need that lift to be able to get that momentum back. And I think that's exactly what we did. The crowd helped. It was like having 12 men on the field that Saturday. And obviously, the new players haven't really experienced what it's like to play at Ellen Road with a full capacity of like 35,000. Can you imagine though, if Leeds do get planning permission to do, or if we manage to get into Europe in maybe the next, like say 2 to 5 years, and they're extending the stadium to like 50-60,000 capacity, can you imagine how loud and bouncing that stadium will be? Like, it's so crazy. But excuse me, I suffer with quite bad phlegm. But for the opening goal for Wolves, it was great for them, but I think, I won't say it was poor defending. It was just very good play from Wolves. So that's when it all started. Neto out-muscled Christensen, which hopefully isn't going to be seen too often this season. He crosses the ball in for Wang. Wang heads the ball down, and Podence hits it into the floor, and it goes over Meslier, out of the reach of Meslier, and there's nothing you can do about it, especially when you're a goalkeeper. It was an excellent finish. It was a brilliant finish by Podence, and just the way he volleys it into the ground to go over to the keeper, it was something different. So, excuse me. So obviously Leeds United went 1-0 down, and there was a whole penalty incident. I was listening to it until I found a stream, and obviously I had to see Match of the Day to see what it was actually like. But there's people saying it was a penalty. And in my opinion, as hard as it is, this is just my opinion, I honestly don't think it was a penalty, because Sarr, yes, fair enough, Sarr clattered into Christensen and like smacked him in the face. But the way the commentators were saying it, it was worse than what it was, because they were both going towards the ball, and they were both going to the ball to obviously start to clear it, and obviously Christensen was trying to score. But Sarr came up with his hand, and his arm clattered Christensen in like the neck and the cheek. So, and obviously then that was like a full force collision with Sarr and on Christensen. So in my opinion, I feel like it was just a 50-50 challenge, and fair enough, sometimes it's given, sometimes it's not. So, but I think that the referee got that spot on. But for the first Leeds United goal, it was class. Like the constant press when Leeds United was attacking. The key factor was Harrison today. Like he's like a little Yorkshire Terrier. Like he's always at your feet, and that's what I like with any players, like where they're aggressive, where they're constant pressing and stuff like that. But he impressed me today. He's been impressed me throughout all season, but the constant press was the key factor today. So because with that press, it made Wolverhampton Wanderers make a lot of mistakes at the back, and you could see that the defence and goalkeeper was very, very shaky today with that press, but they couldn't handle it. So pretty much Harrison just lost the ball, and he was pressing and pressing and pressing, and Harrison got the ball, passed it out wide to Rodrigo. Rodrigo shifts it onto his right hand side and drills it into the bottom right hand corner. And to be honest with you, with the angle of the goal and where was Sarr positioned, Sarr should have easily have saved that, but it was a weak left A weak left hand by Sarr, and that was it. It was 1-1, and Rodrigo got his first goal of the season. And I'm hoping it will be a good season for Rodrigo, because it hasn't really worked out for him this since he has joined Leeds United. So I don't know if it's because of his the pressure on him, or if it's the price tag of him. I don't know. So that was 1-1 at half time, and I was very happy with the performance. I was a bit disappointed it was 1-1, but we came out stronger in the second half. Wolves came out stronger though. They came a lot more with the high tempo, created a lot more chances, but we defended very well. Like we wasn't fazed by the Wolves attack. It was very nervous for us Leeds fans, don't get me wrong, but Leeds United defended very well. And that's when the second goal came. Klitsch got the ball, rolls it out to Bamford, and then Bamford crosses it across goal, right across goal, straight to the back post, and Aronson was there. Apparently it's supposed to be an own goal, but obviously Aronson was claiming that it came off his shin. But if you watch Match of the Day, it's very difficult. Like, they tried to slow it down, but it was very difficult. But I think it does come off the Wolves defender's foot, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But a goal's a goal. It doesn't matter. It went in. It's 2-1. Excuse me again. So my overall thought about the game, I was very impressed with the defending today. Apart from the left-hand side, obviously we need a left back. We need another goalkeeper, but apparently we were supposed to be trying to sign an ex-Everton and Wigan goalkeeper, Rojas or whatever he's called. I'm not too sure. But regardless of like the defending, I was very impressed. Like, nothing to what it was last season. I know it's only the first game of the season, and we've got to see what it will like against like the top four clubs like Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, even Tottenham when they'll beat Southampton 4-1. So, because every club will look at Leeds United and they'll look, okay, well, they haven't really got a sustainable left back. Like, their fair post injury, we've got Struijk at the back. Like, Struijk did well. I did think he did well. Obviously Wolves was overloading that left hand side or right hand side where Gibbs White, he was impressive. I think he was one of the best players on the pitch for Wolverhampton Wanderers today. On Saturday, sorry. So with Leeds being able to maintain that press, maintain that overload by Wolves, I was very impressed. And the two players I was more impressed with today was Aronson and Meslier. The two centre defensive midfielders, Christensen, Rocker and Adams. I thought Rocker was a bit quiet today, but I feel like Adams was very solid as well. Harrison was quite quiet as well today. But overall, I think the times when he did try and create some chances, especially the one towards the end where Bamford should have scored to make it 3-1, I think that was an excellent, like, his agility. Harrison, when he's on the ball, his agility is insane. But I thought it was quiet today. Same with Rocker. Adams was decent today as well. But the two players I was most impressed with today was Meslier and Aronson. Like, Aronson, he's got so much ability. He's always wanting to play in like tight spaces. He's always wanting to create stuff, and it can play with both feet as well. So that's like perfect. Like, his determination, his speed, just the way he wants to glide past people, like it's on another level, you know. And overall, it was a fantastic debut. He's impressed me throughout all pre-season and stuff like that. But Meslier, he's a top-class goalkeeper. All he really needs is a good, solid defence, and I feel like he will do brilliant this season. He's a good goalkeeper, but like I said, if we can finish in maybe the top, no, I won't say top half. Like, if we could finish maybe like 12th or whatever, 12th, 13th, I think we can maybe hold on to him. But if he does really well this season, then there's going to be clubs sniffing around him and wanting to buy him. But for a €5 million, £5 million signing of Meslier, it's a steal, because if we do sell him on in the future, we can maybe make a lot of profit on. So I was very impressed with them two people today. So last as well, Patrick Bamford, very happy to see him back as well. I think he only played like 5 to 7 games last year, so very happy. If we can keep him fit, Leeds will do well this year, so hopefully we can see a fit Patrick Bamford. Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're a very good team, hard working, good in possession, very good at pressing. But I feel like this season, for the last 2 seasons where they've only scored like 36 to 38 goals, the 3 teams who went down scored less, and Wolves were the only team to score that many goals. Leeds just above Wolves, but the 3 teams that went down. They've got a lot of planning to do, whether they want to bring in another striker, because I know Jimenez is out injured. So that's up to them to make it. But I can see them struggling again with goals this season. The defending and everything is fine, but they need goals. If they want to survive and they want to finish in that top 8 again, like the last 2 seasons, apart from the finished 10th last season, then they need goals to come from somewhere. So, but yeah, overall, extremely happy with this result. Extremely happy with how they've played. Yes, it's only the first game of the season, but we've got Southampton on Saturday, so I will be doing a little match review on there. But yeah, overall, guys, very happy with today's Saturday's. I keep saying today's result, Saturday's result. So yeah, that's my quick post-match review. If you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe, like the video as well. I do appreciate it. Even if it's just one person, I do enjoy talking to you guys. But yeah, that's my post-match reaction, and I'll see you in the next one.